Iraq's Prime Minister has visited Ramadi 24 hours after the military reclaimed the city from ISIL. In some regard, the move was a pivotal victory against Islamic State in that country.
We have purged Ramadi from Daesh, and we promised our people in Mosul that we will liberate their city. We will chase Daesh fighters everywhere in Iraq. We will defeat them. We can say in full confidence that we are coming to liberate Mosul, to deliver the final blow to defeat Daesh.
Mosul is Iraq's second largest city, and it fell to ISIL in June last year. It's been the Iraqi stronghold there ever since. And the country's deputy prime minister admitted that it will not be easy to liberate the city. He said that taking on ISIL in Mosul will demand full commitment from all sides, but will be impossible without the involvement of Kurdish forces. And the Kurds have had considerable success in slowing the spread of Islamic State across Iraq and Syria. We spoke to Kurdish political analyst Mohammed Zangana. He thinks that the Kurds' success so far will ultimately strengthen their political aspirations.
There will be no ISIS in 2016. Kurdish people proved that they are winning the battle against ISIS, and they are ready for the other era of their future. There is many provocation against Kurds. There is many threats against these people. But we are waiting for a referendum in Kurdistan for deciding, for making a decision about the future of this area.
Well, Kurdish soldiers are actively battling ISIL in Syria and Iraq as Kurds are spread across the northern regions of both states. And Turkey's southeastern area is also largely Kurdish. And there, Ankara's military has been cracking down on the local forces who are calling for autonomy. Now, on Tuesday, Turkish police dispersed thousands of protesters in Diyarbakir, the country's largest Kurdish city. Crowds were demanding an end to the government-imposed curfews all across southeastern Turkey. The Turkish army has been fighting Kurdish rebels in the region since peace talks collapsed in July. Curfews have been imposed in several cities with civilians caught up in the fighting. Ankara claims that all of those killed in the military operations were members of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or PKK, which Turkey considers to be a terrorist organization. However, Human Rights Watch now announcing over 100 civilians have been killed in this crackdown. We spoke to Stuart Rollo a bit earlier in the program. He's a journalist specializing in international security. And we talked about whether Turkey's crackdown on Kurdish forces is more important for Ankara rather than cracking down on ISIS.
Basically, Turkey has a higher priority in the conflict in Syria at the moment, and that's to prevent Kurdish autonomy in the region because it fears that that could lead to separatist movements within Turkey. So ISIL comes second in Syria at the moment. I think that as long as it seems to Turkey that the result of defeating ISIS will be strengthening the Kurdish forces in Syria, then that's going to be a bigger problem to them than ISIS.